Hi, folks. I hope you're having a great week. It's Pete from Acre. I wanted to share a few recent client stories as a way to hopefully get your wheels turning about who in your own buyer pipeline might be really well served by Acre, either because they're sitting on the sidelines and they need a little bit of activation, or because they're frustrated by the options that they have in front of them right now. As a quick reminder, Acre's not a mortgage, it's not renting. It's a unique lease option product that allows people to buy a home, make it theirs, benefit from that home's appreciation, all while avoiding a ton of the cost and headaches associated with a traditional purchase and live in and sale process. It is different than a mortgage, different than renting, hopefully bringing the best of both worlds to bear on folks' home purchases. I'll tell you a few stories. I'll start off with the Henderson family. Henderson family bought this beautiful home with us in Cary, North Carolina. The quick background on them is they're both successful small business owners. Husband and wife each have their own businesses, and they're also current homeowners. They had bought a home already and been living in that home for a while. But the trick for them was that they didn't want to rent their last home. The other thing was, as small business owners, they really didn't want to be taking all their cash and putting it toward their home when they could be reinvesting that in their respective businesses. Not to mention that as small business owners and folks who already had a primary mortgage, the process of going through approval and purchase and everything with the traditional mortgage was going to be a headache and probably be quite costly for them. So this was a way for them to get the home they wanted, to make it theirs. And now they're benefiting not just from the appreciation of this home, but also from their previous home, which they've retained and are now renting out and drawing some income from. Next up was Mr. Carroll. So Mr. Carroll got into this lovely home in Durham, North Carolina. This is such an interesting story. He's a retired Goldman Sachs executive. And, as you might guess from that profile, he could otherwise have bought this home in cash. And in fact, that was his intent as he was going out shopping, was to buy a home in cash. But for him, the whole reason he was doing that is because he was trying to be close to his kids who are in college. And who knows how long they'll actually be in the area post college and how long he'll need this home. So for him, it was just a question of, well, do I want to liquidate a bunch of other investments just to be a cash buyer when I'm not even sure how long I'm going to need to be in this home? Why don't I just keep those investments where they are? And so this ended up being a great way for him to accomplish that, to get into the home that he wanted, the home that he needed, really, and still make a good financial bet on the market, get some of the appreciation, but not have to liquidate a bunch of investments. And then finally, the Martin family, one of our Atlanta residents. What's interesting about the Martins is they're both realtors. Mrs. Martin is a broker in charge of her local office, and she and her husband already owned a home. They wanted to cash out the equity because they'd done very well having held that home for a while, and they wanted to put that money to work elsewhere. And for them, it was really about optimizing for schools. They have high school age children. Now they're in a home that is within walking distance of their kids' school and all the activities associated with it. And so for this period of their life, this is a great setup for them. And they've left their options open such that even after graduation, if they love the home and they want to stay there, they can, but they don't have to. They can also just cash out and walk away, go to whatever's next, buy their home in the mountains and be empty nesters. So for all these folks, it was a great way for them to get into the home they wanted and have a great experience. For you all as real estate professionals, hopefully it's a great way for you to activate more clients, even as we go into what's typically kind of the low season in the fall and winter months. For your clients, it's flexible, it's debt-free. They still get to benefit from the home's appreciation, regardless of whether they end up staying in that home for a long time or not. You can always get in touch with us at the phone number there on the screen. You can call or text, and let's talk about how we support some of your clients. You can also scan that QR code and let us know that you want to get some additional information, some marketing resources, or other things that could help you get this out to your network. Really hope that we hear from you soon, and hope you have a great day.